the reason why we're here, the importance of the reason why we're here today?
The importance of us being here, Kaizer Chiefs is celebrating 130 years of existence, and also we're looking across the important role that it played in different sporting codes, which is rugby, cricket, and soccer. How they actually made it possible for these sporting codes to be successful. We know very well that 96, Bafana Bafana, through the Kaizer Chiefs sponsorship, we managed to win the trophy, and the rugby 1995 team won the World Cup, and also the Proteas managed to get into the semi-finals of their games. But in essence, without Kaizer, I don't think we would have managed to pull it off. So also we're celebrating the existence of Kaizer within the same brands, but now with different generations. So we're here to support the current and the future generation and talk more about how Kaizer made us to be the champions of Africa in 1996.
Talking about because I think right from the day when you were back and looking at the longevity of this sponsorship, I was just looking recently that it's also one company that has stood with Bafana even during the time when the moment was not so glorious.
Yeah. Kaizer, I must say that they came to rescue in so many avenues and in so many things, because you would understand that sometimes they would probably give a MOM incentive for that player who stood the test of time, and also motivate the players that if you win this is what we incentivize you all. And when we travel to Africa, which is not an easy journey for South Africans, we always have product for them. And what comes to mind is when we beat Congo with the goal scored by Jesse 1-0 and won the game. You know, you should have seen us after the game with the very same kit and soccer boots. We dived into the pool, and when we look across, we had so many kinds of Kaizer ladder, but unfortunately for some of us, we were not catered for. But what I can tell is that our visitors, and you know what I'm talking about, they drank up until the next day. So you know my visitors. I don't want to mention names or what, but I'm saying we had visitors, and they were French speaking. They wanted orange juice, and one of the players said, "This is the best juice from South Africa," only to find that they were gone. On a serious note, they came to, and you know, their beverages were always there whenever we travel. They will always incentivize the players, like I said earlier. So they've been there for us. Yeah.
So you see, I think the last time maybe I remember a moment like this, maybe it was around 97 when we were African champions, in this case my bronze medalists were also doing well to an extent that the dream of going to our first World Cup and qualifying for in more than 24 years is closer. And you've been there and you've always been positive that this team would turn around. What would you attribute this trajectory that we're up on now to?
As in for now or then?
No, now.
I think what I'm experiencing now is history is repeating itself. The boys were not getting results. No one was supporting the national team, and you know, they were playing in the empty stadiums. Now, our journey, we lost 3 games in a row, 4-0, and we were called 4-4. And the transformation after that, you know, and sometimes South African might say some stuff which is like maybe criticizing or maybe it's like a joke, but not knowing that actually now they waking up this sleeping dog. So after we heard that we are called 4x4, and we're like, the only way we can fix this is by winning the game. I don't like to believe Rowan made a statement, and I felt so bad when he said it doesn't feel like it's I don't feel like I'm playing for my country because the stadium is empty, the seats are empty, and that was so bad. And what is it that you as a legend hearing the current player saying? And I started being involved with Template to say, okay guys, now let's start to get people to the stadium because this is our national team. After what they did in Ivory Coast, that was unbelievable. We wouldn't have done it as our 1916. Then up until today, I think they found the right footing. They're playing good football. They're playing combinational play that has never happened in our football for years. And we've seen players coming from different teams excelling. And now they silence the entire continent because I don't know why. Why is it that South Africa is not liked that much? And we have a situation whenever we travel to place, especially up there in Africa, the treatment is not the same. Always people are gunning to treat the players and give them a hostile treatment. But our boys turned out to grow in character and stature. And that kind of treatment, you can imagine being in a foreign country, having to eat only fanta orange and sports, maybe bread only. That's all that can eat. We don't understand what kind of situation they encounter. And whenever they complain about the distance from the airports to where they're supposed to assemble or maybe they stay, it's very amazing. It once happened to us when we were playing the first game against Nigeria. We would eat breakfast. After breakfast, we had sandwiches. We have to leave the hotel at 10, only to find that we'll be there at 3 o'clock. Then that's when we start training. Our hotel had somebody who died, and you can imagine we're there to play, and nothing was done for 3 days. Only to find that there's an American school that was across, which was 10 minutes right from the hotel. That our government people that were there, since it was apartheid, who were there trying to find a solution to solve the problems of South Africa, who were there, the guys that are actually in top position in the government, those are the people that fought for us. Those are the people that we as players, we had 6 to 12 people that were sleeping in our rooms. Each player have 6 people. I was sharing with A schools, so there were 12 people who were sleeping in our room because they travel a distance from Lagos to come and support us. These are the people, these are the guerrillas, these are the guys that actually showed us love and they protected us, and nobody knows about that. You know, it was a hostile treatment. I mean, how then do you question this one? We go to one of the countries and now they stop Nyati and Hamlet to go in because they think that they are not South Africans. But they had South African passports. Now you get to another country, they don't want to stamp your passport, and they say there's 1 page missing. So, of the few things, we never used to break our bones, but it made us to be grown-up individual players. And also, as a character, you know, you grow because you've gone through hell and you've gone through something that you don't experience in your own country. But we only responded with the things.
We briefly touched on how well the team or family is improving ourselves to the African continent that we are forced to work on. Do you think we have what it takes to do the same this year or even go on?
like I said, they started in a difficult way, in the wrong path. So they found the right footing. They became a force to reckon with in Africa. Support was there from South Africa and from all corners of football, loving people. It was there. So we are not yet world beaters. We are just fixing ourselves. We're just making our football respected. And I remember there was an interview that I listened to, and it was one of the journalists in Africa that said South Africa is Ivory Coast for a holiday. How then do you disrespect a country like that? But I wonder where they are now. What is it that they're saying about Bafana Bafana? Because Bafana Bafana is not winning games by base. But Lala, what we call Shushan and Piano, may so rest in peace, President. Those boys, they'll make you sweat. Those boys, they'll make you feel what you're playing against. And the worst scenario, 60% is South African-based players. So what more do we want? I think they can go further, only if we support them again and they keep their cool. They are not yet world beaters. They can make it. It was only the third position. This time it's going to be the first position.
Just last thing to you, on Monday is the draw. Already,
yeah, I know.
It's like 10 months before the tournament. What would please you? I mean, the last time we were in pot 3.
Yeah.
Now, because we're in the top 10, we're in pot 2.
Yeah.
What would please you from this draw?
To be honest and precise, guys, we can't choose. We can't ask for. Whatever comes our way, we have to deal with it. Because at the end of the day, you'll only lift the trophy after playing the best. So if we, in '96, started playing against Cameroon without any fear, then what will be stopping the boys playing against Ivory Coast or Nigeria? Bring whatever you bring. We can't just shy away and say, no, we want those Mulanyana countries to expand them.
Ndugis, maybe lastly,
okay.
Do you think it's fair, man, for like Kaizer Chiefs to as a big institution as is, to put so much pressure on the younger players like Wubilagas and Chabalala and other stuff, where the senior players are not really coming to the party?
Kaizer Chiefs is not putting any player under pressure, or nor do they intend to lose games, win games, or find themselves in the situation. It's a phase that they're going through, and it once happened before. And the youngsters, yes, of course, because they are fielding them, they're playing, so it looks as if like they're putting pressure. Why would you be thinking that they're putting pressure on them? If that was the case, then what did they do to me? Would you say they put pressure on me on my first game against Pirates? No, it was growth. These boys will grow slowly but surely. But this cannot be achieved by the people who are at the village. Talking about the coach, the players, the management, and everyone that's working in the village. It's collectively. Even the supporters need to play their role. And those who are using podcasts that are ill reporting things, they've said things that I've said that and that. I'm asking myself, why do you have to do that? Why do you have to tarnish someone's name and use him as a leader? These young boys, they have gadgets. You supporters, you put them under pressure. Just limit the negative things that you say on social media. Then let's see if it's going to work. Because it's not a tragedy, it's a phase that Kaizer Chiefs is going through. And it's not Nabi's only problem, or Kaizer Jr., or Bobby, or the children himself, or the players for that matter. But whoever is a coach, including myself, I have a role to play to make sure that we go back to the winning days or winning glories. So they are not putting pressure on any players. But if they don't give these young boys a chance, we also complain that they play old players, they're not playing young boys. They play young boys, I know these young boys are being put under pressure. Let's decide what we want. Because I'm one of the generation that was started underage. And what happened to me? Never thought I'll be Africa Cup of Nations champion. Never thought I'll be in the World Cup. And if it was not Kaizer Chiefs, I wouldn't have achieved that. And especially the supporters, I wouldn't have. So supporters means a lot. Supporters are the ones that carry a lot of weight for this to disappear.
Thank you so
Thanks, Dominic.
Okay. Sure.